All right, man, we back. Mercy Sports Talk, we in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support. All right, let's talk about a couple things. I think we all can establish the Lions are in full rebuild moment. My bad to get off the freeway and shit jammed up. But I feel they in full rebuild mode. All right. I think a lot of people will agree with me that they believe the Lions are rebuilding, and that begs to ask: should Matthew Stafford request a trade? And also talk about Kenny Galloday towards the middle and the end of the video. But I mean, at the end of the day, would y'all be mad if Stafford requested a trade? All right, if they rebuild it now, Stafford has a chronic back injury. You know what I'm saying? Where it's the same injury that took Tony Romo out of the NFL. So when you look at it, how many more years Stafford got left? I mean, how long would a rebuild actually take? Because this team lacks talent, and what Bob Quinn did, the talent that it did have, or Mayhew too, the talent that they did have, what they done was they even got rid of that. You know, Dominican Sue and, you know, DeAndre Levy ended up getting injured, and the little bit of talent they had, Calvin Johnson ended up retiring because they didn't put a winner behind him. So, I mean, from Stafford's point of view, if you're being honest with yourself and you want to win, Matthew Stafford should request a trade, because it's a total rebuild. This team has $44 million in cap space. This is not Major League Baseball where you, even if you got money to spend, in Major League Baseball, it doesn't have a cap. But even if you got infinity money to spend, you still won't be able to throw a winner out there. It takes time to gel, it takes camaraderie, and it's a different game. Some of the free agents that you sign in football, they can look good one year, and then the next year they get here, they get comfortable, they get the big signing bonus money, and they be lazy or they get injured and they out their prime like that. That's why it's hard for people to invest into, you know, free agent football players. So, I mean, you gotta ask that question. Like, does Matthew Stafford have, I mean, the Lions been rebuilding since 57. Or you want to say since 91. Does Matthew Stafford had another 5 or 10 years in him to sit through the rebuild? Now, if his goal is just to go out there and pad his stats and get a check, well, cool. You know, do that in Detroit. But I believe Matthew Stafford deserves a trade away from Detroit, and he need to be man enough to request a trade and get out of here and win something before it's career over. Because if he go out there and win one Super Bowl, he may go down as one of the greater cornerbacks, probably top 20, 25 quarterbacks of all time, if he just get one Super Bowl. I mean, he get one in Detroit, I think he got to be top 10, and I can give reasons why. But that won't happen. And then again, if you say a rebuild, then who rebuilding the team? Bob Quinn. Can you all trust that Bob Quinn will make the right moves to get a quick, speedy rebuild? No, you can't. And that's in any situation. You could bring fucking Bill Walsh back and Bill Belichick over here. It's no guarantee. Bill Belichick had more misses in the draft than a lot of people know. He got a ton of misses. Marcus Easley out of Florida, he missed on him, and they got other guys that they could have had. They could have got better picks from, but nobody's perfect. But then again, you got to have free agency. Let me just talk about the rebuild real quick. Free agency, the draft, and then development. You have to develop players. And when you talk about free agency and the draft, you have to get guys that fit your system. And the Lions have been notorious, especially before Bob Quinn got here. They've been notorious about drafting guys that don't fit their scheme. Darius Slay was a man corner, right? They drafted this guy, that was Mayhew, and they played zone. He goes out there and struggle. You knew this was a man corner. Why are you running a predominantly a zone scheme? Why didn't you go out there and draft a man corner? Eventually, he caught on. He was able to do all, but too much time that if guys don't fit your scheme, you know, it's hard. You know, you want to ask a coverage linebacker to go out there and be a tackle machine, or go out there and be a thumper in the middle. It just don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? It don't work that way, man. And you got to know guys that fit your scheme. You got to go the character guys that you want. Then with Martha not wanting to take character risks after that little stint where the Lions had a lot of guys had run-ins with the law, it's tough. Because some of the best athletes in the world and the best football players are guys that got character issues. You know what I'm saying? And they want to go out there and they want to draft perfect players, man. They want to go out there and draft perfect players that ain't did nothing. But everybody as a teenager make mistakes. Everybody as a young adult make mistakes. You can't hold that against them. And the Lions don't go out there and take the proper risks. They not taking no low risk, high reward players. None. But they go out here and get all these dudes with shoulder injuries, ankle injuries, toe injury, knee injuries. They'll take risks on the dude that been injury prone before they take risks on the dude that had a little issue in college. You know what I'm saying? The Lions want choir boys. They want to build a Super Bowl with choir boys. And it's not going to happen. And Martha Ford is trying to run this organization like it's a church. Like, dude, you gotta have mean guys, you gotta have bad guys, you gotta have bad guys. But that's how you get a grimy mentality for a team. That's how you get dog. That's how you get leaders. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to have the system in place to rehabilitate guys or help guys grow. And you've seen it with Jeff Fisher when he drafted Janoris Jenkins with the St. Louis Rams at the time. You know what? He knew the talent that kid had. Excuse me, neck hurt. He knew the talent that kid had, right? And he made sure he had a curfew. He made sure he had security around him. And it worked out. The Lions don't want that. So, like I said about Matthew Stafford, man, it's either he man up and ask for a trade or he gonna sit here and a veteran quarterback gonna sit here and rebuild. When he got here, they was on 16. Now they went from 6 and 10 last year. Now they gonna be 3-12-1 this year possibly. And you willing to start over because Martha Ford like you or whatever, man? He better get out of Detroit, man. Seriously, he better get out of Detroit and win something. Because people gonna say, well, he got the stats. Look at the yardage that he threw for and the touchdowns that he threw for and his interception and touchdown ratio and, you know, even got a few rushing yards here and there. Why wasn't Matthew Stafford in the Hall of Fame? Why doesn't Matthew Stafford go into the Hall of Fame? Oh, all these numbers he had, he only had a couple Pro Bowls and a few times he was an alternate. Come on, man. At the end of the day, you only get one life, man. You only get one life. And he can say, oh, my family comfortable in Detroit and I like Mrs. Martha Ford. But when it all go down, said down, you're going to go down as a bust. People might not look at it that way. It was #1 overall quarterback. Talent. Good quarterback at Georgia. Didn't win shit at Georgia. Didn't win shit in the league. Won comeback player of the year. No MVPs. No Super Bowl appearances. No playoff wins. Come on. If that don't scream bust, I don't care what the yardage and them hollow stats mean. So, if you believe they can do a speedy rebuild, which, you know, he'd be idiot, but he need to demand a trade request, man. I'm saying that for the best interest of him, you know. But, you know, it's a wonder that for 10, 11, 12, it's going on 12 years next season, that he came in every day, showed up, and took the beating. He must really love football, or he must really love the money that he's getting from football, and it might be an accumulation of both. But let's talk about Kenny Galloday, all right, before we close it out. Kenny Galloday eligible for extension this year. They didn't make the Pro Bowl because they didn't win nothing, despite leading the NFL with touchdowns and touchdown receptions. And he was balling no matter who the quarterback was, Stafford, Driscoll, or David Blogg. He was a bona fide baller, and he didn't make it. And my message to Kenny Galloday, like I said, I keep it 100. Dude, get the hell out of there. You know what I'm saying? If they want to pay you the franchise tag money for top 5 money, play your last year all next year at 700-something thousand and get out of here, man. You too talented and your story too great to be a 4th or 5th round draft pick. It's too great for you to sit here and waste your career, man. You hear me? It's too great. You know, and I understand the way the NFL contract set up, but you at the point where you with a cheap organization that ain't gonna want a franchise tag. Go to Oakland. Well, I ain't gonna say Oakland. Las Vegas. Go to LA. Go somewhere where people can identify your talent at, because you an amazing receiver, bro. I feel that you had Pro Bowl ability last year. You know, you an amazing receiver. You brushed up on your route running. Your hands are amazing. Your athletic ability is amazing. Like, just don't be another Calvin. Don't be another Barry. Don't end up like Stafford. You're going to have all these numbers, but you never got an opportunity to show the world what you can do. And when you come to Detroit, you don't get on national television because they don't win enough. And when we do win and get on national television, guess what happened? The next year it's a shitty year. Then we don't have no national televised game. So I think the world and the NFL don't know how good Kenny Galloday is, and he like a local rapper. You know, like I don't know, Sada Baby, Payroll. He a local rapper. You know what I'm saying? Blade Icewood. Like that's kind of where the majority of Detroit stars are, or guys that can be stars. They like local rappers. They got really good buzz in the city, but people outside the city or outside their state don't know how good the music is because they local. And they don't get that push from a big record label. And Kenny Galloday is the local rapper who don't get that push from the Lions or from the NFL because they're not winning nothing. You know, and that's the God honest truth, man. And for him, hey man, all them whatever money they offer, unless it's a way above market, they better offer me 20-30% above market value. They offer you a Michael Thomas type contract, you got to take it. But for the betterment of him, don't waste your career here. Because Martha not going to get it done. Bob Quinn not going to get it done. And I know he probably feels some type of remorse, or he feel in debt to Bob Quinn because he gave him an opportunity. Hey, a broke clock right 2 times out the day. You know what I'm saying? And for him, you do what's best for yourself, bro. That's what I can tell you. Do what's best for yourself, man. Don't sit here and waste your career and people not know who you are. Go somewhere else with people. No way Mike Evans should have been a Pro Bowler over you. You was better than Mike Evans this year. Mike Evans had a good game here and there. The best receiver on Tampa was Godwin. How does Godwin in, Mike Evans get in? Don't make no sense. You was better than them. But you know why? 3-9, whatever they is. They end up 3-12 or whatever it is. Galloday, do what's best for you. And I'm speaking as somebody that want to see you have a good career. Do what's best for you. Don't be like Matthew Stafford. Don't be like, because we got a friendship and I like shit Martha and all that, man. Martha not going to build no winner here. Now, if you're banking on Martha checking out and hopefully they sell the team, man, I mean, we will have to see. But it is what it is, man. Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate the love, support, riding through the D, trying to get where I got. You got somebody dancing in the street, man. These people crazy, man. We need a mental health asylum somewhere in the middle of Detroit. But hey, don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel, just share the video. It's the best way to donate. And you can also check out my other channel for more sports, music, entertainment. That's Goodfellas Sports TV. Check me out at Goodfellas Sports TV. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellas. We gone.